My name is Michael Notochi, and I am a career advisor here in the Center for Career and Professional Development at Post University. Today, I'm going to give you a brief tutorial on how to complete your profile in Handshake. Handshake is part of a network of thousands of employers, colleges, students, and alumni. Post University is now part of that network, and we're so excited to have this as one of our platforms. So, in Handshake, you can search for positions, attend events, and access resources. You can also access employers, alumni, and students as well. So before we dive in about how to complete your profile, I do want to mention that if you need any assistance or have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at careerdev@post.edu. All right, so let's get started. So the easiest way to get to Handshake is going into your browser and typing in joinhandshake.com, and it's going to bring you right to this page. If it's your first time using Handshake, you're going to click sign up in the top right-hand corner, and it's going to ask you a series of questions to just kind of get to know you and personalize your profile. So some of the questions that they're going to ask you are going to look like this. They're going to ask you, what type of job are you looking for? Are you looking for something more full-time or part-time? And also, how can Handshake help you? Are you looking for a job? Are you interested in an internship, or are you just trying to build your network? Handshake also wants to know, what are you considering after graduation? Are you looking to enter the workforce and get a job right away? Are you looking to go to graduate school and further your education? Or are you maybe looking to take a gap year? Another question that Handshake is going to ask is, what jobs are you interested in? Is there a specific role? Are you looking to become a manager? Are you looking for an entry level role? Something along the lines of that. And also where you're interested in living. So this way, Handshake can only give you openings that are relevant to your area. Also, they want to know which industries interest you, if any. This way, it's just going to help personalize your experience. The way that Handshake works is that actually the more information you give them, the better results that they're going to be able to give you, based on Handshake's smart algorithm. And then same thing, if there's any specific jobs that you're looking to, maybe land in the future, or something that you're looking to land for an internship now, this is where you can put down that information. And then lastly here, when do you expect to graduate? Just so they know, um, they can match you up with specific internships that are meant for either juniors or seniors. Right. And then some other questions that they're going to ask you are going to be found under my profile here, but they'll ask you these questions when you're signing up your account. So information that you can give them is going to be information about your education. So what school are you currently at? Were you at any schools before? What were you majoring in? And then your GPA as well. Here you can also add in your work and volunteer experience to help show employers how much background experience you do have. Here you can add any organizations and extracurriculars that you've been involved with while you're at school. So if you're a member of the Honor Society, or any specific clubs, you can add those here. You can also add any courses that you've taken to help show relevancy with any internships or jobs you might be applying for, as well as any big projects that you've completed. Right. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the tabs on the left-hand side. So with the Jobs tab, this is probably the most used tab on Handshake to help search for jobs and internships. So here you'll see that we have a bunch of different filters at the top. We can start with location. So let's say I might be looking for something in Boston and I want to work on site. It's important to note that when you're doing the filters, you don't want to apply too many filters because you might only find, only a few jobs. But try to keep your options open. If you're looking for something really specific, you can click on all filters here and narrow down exactly what you might be looking for. If you're looking for a job, or an internship that's either paid or unpaid, if you want the job to have benefits, or anything like medical, dental, um, And if there's any specific industries or employers that you're looking for, you can find them all here. So let's say I want to further look at the Boston Audit and Assurance. So let's say I'm looking at it, and it's going to give me all the information about the position, as well as if I kind of match what they're looking for based on the GPA, my major, and my school year. A really nice feature that Handshake offers is that you can actually message the recruiter or hiring manager directly right here. So let's say if I wanted to send them a message and just ask them, maybe how many hours this was, or just a question about the internship, I can actually do that right here as well. And then let's say if I know that I want to apply for this, but I don't have any time today, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I can hit this button right here to save the internship or job. And then when I go to my saved section over here, it's going to have the job saved for me as well as when the deadline to apply by is. And then I can hit apply and begin those steps for that. Next, we'll go to events over here. In here, we can keep track and kind of check in on all the events that are going on, not only at our school, but at all the schools and companies that are part of the network on Handshake. So for Post University, if you want to see if we had any career fairs coming up, you can click on career fairs at your school, and you'll notice that we have a career fair coming up. If I go back to that events section, here, so as part of the Handshake network, you can actually click and join on any of these events to either join or get more information about them. So let's say if I wanted to look at the Registered Nurse Virtual Hiring event, I would be able to click on it. It's going to give me some more information about what it is, what they might be looking for, and I can even read further about the employer. And then I can click register here and register for the event. So let's go to employers next. So here, if I'm looking for a specific employer, um, here is where I can find them. I can look at all the employers that are on here. But a really cool feature on Handshake is that you can follow a specific employer. So let's say if I wanted to, I'm already following them, but let's say if I wanted to look at Ding Darling Wildlife Society as a nonprofit down in Florida, and I was really interested in this company, I hope they have some jobs upcoming, I can even follow them and I'll get notified if they post any job openings, any internships, or if they have any events coming up, I'll be notified of them. Here we have our inbox next. So this is where you'll be able to see all your chat. So if you're going back and forth with an employer, just asking questions, this is where you'll kind of see that chat history and can always reference it if needed. And then lastly, we have the Career Center. So this is going to be the post-university page. This is where you're going to be able to find any of the information you need about the Center for Career and Professional Development and our events. So if we have any career fairs, you'll be able to see them here as well, but also all of our information. So if you needed to go to our website, reach us by phone or our email, you have all that information here, right? So this was a very brief tutorial on how to complete your Handshake profile, and I hope you found this very helpful. Thank you for joining.